Hi, my name is Macy and I'm from the future. Technically, I'm 19 years old, but mentally I'm 27. My Pinterest board is full of wedding rings, families, and babies. The only thing I've been working on is school, networking, and building a resume. My bedtime is 10:30, and the only 3 people I talk to is my mom, my dad, and my sister. I decided this weekend I'm going to act my age, starting with reconnecting with nature and friends. We leave in 30 minutes. Let's go. No!
It's so easy to wish to grow up. Ever since we're little, we're taught to always look for the next thing. 5th grade turns into 6th grade, middle school to high school, and now that I'm in college, I'm really trying to not rush the moment. Even when I seem to be fighting with time, my childhood versus my adulthood, my future versus my present, I know sometimes I need to get away to a place where I can be reminded of how big our God is and how small I get to be. A place where I can act like a kid. All right, vlog, now we're going to dance. What's the theme?
Denim and diamonds.
Yeah, let's get it. Oh. Guys, we made it to Great Camp Allendale. Night 1 was a success. I successfully acted my age. We danced. This is my go-to move. Or you gotta hit him with the. That's my go-to. But yeah, I'd say it was a success. We went to bed kind of late, woke up kind of early, but that's just how the camp vibe goes. It kind of brings me back to like my middle school days, I can't lie, which is perfect for feeling young because like bunk beds and sleeping next to people you don't really know that well yet, like it's just really fun. So that sounded creepier than I meant to do. But today it's gonna be super fun and competitive and great. I'm gonna start with reading my Bible because that's the best way to start the day, especially in a place like this. I want to be locked and loaded. Okay, let's get it.
Is that aesthetic?
Yeah, it's literally fire. Wait, you guys are literally oh, fire. This is so good. You're gonna love it in motion. Oh, a little web.
We've got the glass.
Our youth pastor handed us candy signals. What does that mean? Where's my youth pastor?
In a weekend of acting my age, I really wanted to find a way to be able to live in the present, where I'm young, alive, 19 years old, the youngest I'll ever be, and the oldest I've ever been. I figure 19-year-olds jump in the water, so I did. I changed real quick and we're back to where we started the day. It's so fun! I like acting my age. I like doing that stuff. This is so fun.
Switch it!
Dong. Yo, cinematic, bro. Fire! I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I want to go home. It is 1:11 a.m.
It is that time.
it's editing Macy, actually Macy from the future. I forgot to film like a story time or like at all what actually happened, so that's on me. If you noticed, I didn't really got a lot of footage of a lot of different things. This is just the stuff I got. This is what I got. But story time. Basically, you're speeding home from Waffle House. We were singing our songs, doing our thing. Wee, pulled over. There was no seatbelts going on. There might have been one too many passengers. Might have been 10 over. The policeman pulled her over. Warning. That's it. TYJ. The hand of protection was on that girl and her car. So, Brooklyn is safe. We are safe. It's all great. It's actually my second encounter with the police this weekend because acting 19 is incredibly dangerous and I need to be stopped. I need to be stopped. But the first one was just poor timing. I definitely didn't record that one because one of the girls in our carpool, her husband, yes, she's married. Her husband was in a car wreck on our way to the retreat. So we pulled over because obviously it's her husband, so she got out and then she talked to the police. It was just a whole thing. Everyone was completely fine. There's one woman who was injured, got taken away, but I think she's okay. So prayers for her for sure and her family and everything like that. And cars are totaled, unfortunate, so prayers for that too. I completely blanked that that happened though, because that was like on the way to the retreat. So yeah, ran into the police twice. And I have no video evidence, but you just have to trust.
Switch it up.
Wow, you're looking almost as dirty as I am. Hold on. Ah! You see that transition? Yeah. It's after the retreat. I've showered. I'm starting doing my laundry. I'm gonna study after this. That was so fun. That was so fun. I got to hang out with people my age. I got to, act my age. I got to swim. I got to dance. I got to worship the Lord. I got to get new insights on how to read the Bible, and I'm really excited to actually dive into scripture and study it, understand what I'm reading and seeing Jesus in the Old Testament. Fire. I'll just give you a couple bullet points. Some things that I've taken away that I think are helpful to share. Number one thing that I was like, okay, let's do it. Number one thing that I was like, that's good, is that authenticity is something that everybody craves and desires, but it takes vulnerability to get there. I was like, I like that. And that is what forges like strong community and Christian community, is like naming the sin specifically. This is what I have done. It's not who I am. God has removed me from that. And like the more I can specifically name it, the more margin I'm leaving to show his glory and like emphasize what Jesus has done in my life. So like I always like say something vague and like, oh yeah, I struggle with like anger, but you don't say something specific, or like, oh, I struggle with like this, but like whatever, like a general, like one of the 7 deadly sins. Specifically, what did you do? Who did you hurt? How did you hurt God? And like that level of rawness and realness is like where the cusp of hell and heaven meet, and you scoop up your sin from hell and you present it to the one and only God who can wash it all clean and forgive it and restore you to exactly what he wants you to be. And I was like, fire. Jesus wants holiness for you, not from you. You don't have to do things for God, you do things with God. You can't earn his love or his sacrifice. There's nothing you can sacrifice yourself to like outweigh or help him out or assist him. I think that's something I've had consistently like struggled with, and I was like, that's really good. Another thing that we talked about, Moses and radiance. I freaking love this concept of like the Jesus glow. You've heard this? That's biblical. There's a radiance to people who know Jesus. There's a light in their eyes, and I think it's so apparent, especially like if you do spend time with the Lord. Like everything else is dull, and I think it comes from like knowing God to be able to see that. But also people who don't know God notice something different. There's something vibrant about people who spend time with God and in his glory. He said this quickly. He said, radiance is reflecting the glory in the quiet spaces that you were beholding. So you do the work and you spend time in the quiet spaces. You build a tent tabernacle where you meet with God and you dwell with him and you look in his glory. You like he shines his face upon you and it gets reflected. It's not created by you, it's not earned by you, it's not kept by you, it's not fixed by you. It's something that is literally reflected from the Father. Whatever you will behold is what you will become. And I was like, this was such a good retreat. I learned so much and I can't wait to implement a lot of new things into my life and just make it more fresh and better. I feel definitely a sense of refreshment. I really like acting my age and I love responsibility. I love being trusted with things. I love working and I'm excited for my future. But right now, I get to be 19 years old. So I encourage you to be able to act your age this week. Do something that childhood you would love. You can only be this young for as long as you can. So just act like it. Act like it. This has been so much fun. I love you guys so dearly. I'll see you next week. Bye.